In this training, we will show you how to wrap pallets with the pre-stretched stretch film Forte easily and in the correct manner to ensure safe storage and transportation of the goods. Before starting, please remember that Forte film is already pre-stretched. You do not need to stretch it constantly. Inner side of the film is sticky. Apply the adhesive side onto the pallet. Start wrapping the pallet from the bottom by tying the film to the pallet or fixing the end of the film between the product packaging and the pallet. The product with the pallet must be reinforced by 7 cm. The bottom of the pallet must be wrapped at least twice, depending on the weight of the pallet and on the product being packed. Hold the roll vertically while wrapping. Minimum overlay must be at least 10 cm. We recommend overlapping each lower layer by 50% of the height of the film. Wrap the pallet by holding the roll vertically all the time. You do not need to stretch the film constantly. Let the roll unwind freely. Stop the roll at each corner of the pallet with your hands. Stretch the film and apply it onto the side of the pallet. Do not stretch the film on the corner. Let the roll unwind freely again. Stop it with your hands. Stretch and apply it onto the side of the pallet. The top of the pallet must be wrapped at least twice. If you have a pallet of heavy products stacked in rows, we recommend reinforcing the pallet using ropes made of film. Start wrapping the pallet from the bottom by tying the film to the pallet. Hold the roll horizontally. Let it unwind freely. Stop the roll at each corner of the pallet with your hands. Stretch the rope made of film and apply it onto the pallet. Having reinforced the pallet with the ropes, finish wrapping as usually. If the package of the product is soft or heavy products are stacked on the pallet irregularly, we recommend reinforcing the pallet using ribbons. Let the roll rotate freely. Turn the roll upside down by forming a ribbon at the middle of the side of the pallet. Stop the roll at the corner with your hands. Stretch and apply the film onto the pallet. Having reinforced the pallet with the ribbons, finish wrapping as usually. Now let us summarize the main steps of pallet wrapping with the pre-stretched film Forte. Start wrapping from the bottom of the pallet and reinforce the product with the pallet by at least 7 cm. Wrap the bottom of the pallet at least twice. Minimum overlay must be 10 cm. We recommend overlapping each lower layer by 50% of the height of the film. Hold the roll vertically. Don't stretch the film constantly. Stretch the film before applying it onto the side of the pallet. Do not stretch the film on the corner. Wrap the top of the pallet at least twice. Reinforce the pallets with ropes or ribbons if needed. This was an overview of the basic technique of pallet wrapping with the pre-stretched stretch film Forte. We hope that this training will help you at your everyday work.